About 1000 years ago, there was a monk called Kukai. He grew up in a noble family, but he actually abandoned his own life and chose the path to search the enlightenment. And during the early stage of his journey, he actually found this secret in meditation and manifestation. And still to this date, this principle is used for higher level manifestation and also the high level of meditation practice. At the age of 19, he went into the cave in a Kochi state and practiced Koku Gumonjo, which is basically you repeat this specific mantra for a million times. And apparently when you do this practice, then you will be able to remember and understand instantaneously all the scriptures and all the teachings and wisdom. So he went into the cave at the age of 19 years old and he accomplished it. When he came out from the cave, all he saw was the beautiful ocean and a beautiful sky. And this is how he renamed himself Kukai. Ku means the sky and Kai means the ocean. Now when I meditated 6 hours per day for 7 days straight, my life literally changed because I tapped into this really deep state of my consciousness, and it was so funny because every single action I took led me to this huge breakthrough and in all the manifestation that I wanted. I had zero knowledge, I had zero followers on my social media, and I was just a fashion model. But after I practiced the meditation in the right way with the right methodology, my life completely changed. I started to manifest. My business went into basically $10,000 a month, which was my dream before. And I manifested 1 million followers on social media. As a matter of fact, this is not a wish-wash at all. This is pretty logical. So what happened was, I used the meditation with the right methodology, the right way to meditate, and I reprogrammed my mind. I changed the program, the code of my subconscious to create different reality. Therefore, as a result, I started to take different action, right? And that led me to all the manifestation that I had. And every single time, and especially when it comes to the business, when it comes to the self-development or growth, whatever that you want to name it, when I focus on marketing, I get stuck. All these how-to or all these external factors, everything comes from you. Everything starts within you. Everything ends within you. It's called a circle principle that I talk about in different videos. But everything starts within you, which means as long as if you define the beginning of your journey or this growth or transformation, the external change will follow because that circle principle needs to start and end within you. And this is the reason why when people start work with me, they get the result in 2 months and 3 months so fast. It's because most people, what they focus is all these external factors to add a lot on the thing that is actually not working very well. The foundation, which is yourself, is not working the direction that you want it to be, but you're adding so much onto it, on top of it, but foundation is going the different direction. So whatever you add is also going to a different direction. This is when I say people are taking the wrong action instead of taking the right action with the same amount of energy. So it's like this. If you are so talented at playing guitar, you're so good, but imagine this guitar is out of tune. Even if you're so good, even if you're so talented, your guitar is out of tune. What you need to do is to tune it properly fast. Then you will hear the beautiful sound that you will make with your talent and skills and knowledge. And your mind and your body is like a spiritual instrument. And then if you, as an individual, as a spiritual self as a whole, is out of tune, then whatever you add, whatever you gain, then you're still out of tune, my friend. So to circle back to the Kukai's teaching, what he found was the ability and in practice to tap into the alpha state. You might be familiar with alpha state already, but it is essentially where you can tap into the creativity, heightened self-awareness, and also the intuition. Some people says you are downloading some informations and knowledge and data from the universe, because apparently your alpha state is exactly the same frequency as the Earth's frequency, usually between 8 to 13 hertz, and that's the alpha state. So whenever you are in that state of your consciousness, you feel very, very relaxed, and then when you relax, your brain and body can perform better. There's a research from University of Wisconsin-Madison. They found out that the long-term meditators, they can tap into the alpha state. They showed a higher level of gamma wave activity in their brain. They basically means that they have higher level of mental process and mental activities, and they have a way more heightened self-awareness. The quote from the Bruce Lee, "The be water, my friend," it's a perfect example, because if you become like a water and it's so relaxed and it flows, the river, there's no shape, nothing, there's no tension, then you will manifest faster, and then you will actually reduce the stress within you, and then you become happier, and then you become so receptive. You become also resilient, because water can be so fast. When you jump into the water with your belly or with your back instead of go into like fish, then you slap your body and then it can literally break your bone. But the water is so soft. So this is the power of the alpha state. So when you're trying to accomplish your goals, or going through a spiritual journey or self-development, whatever you want to achieve or manifest, what we want to avoid is to immerse ourselves into this, how we're going to do it, the marketing and the strategies, and then stress our brain and the body out. But instead, if we want to step back, understanding what you're doing, obviously you have to still make a video, for example, or take sales calls. You still have to do things. But what you want to create is this very relaxed mental state, and then your body is also relaxed. And this is not easy, because you have to practice it, right? So like, if you look at the athlete and professional athlete, they can perform very well in the high stressful situations, such as like the game is really, really good. If you're winning so easily, then of course it doesn't give you any pressure. But if you're like, oh shit, I'm winning or I'm losing, and if you're like really close, then it gives you more pressure. But you have to be calm and take the right decision. I used to play basketball, so I just like instantaneously do that. And this is exactly when I mean growing a business or manifesting your dreams is often subtracting rather than adding things. The more you add on top of your identity or your definition of who you are or your state of your consciousness, you cannot see yourself, because you're distracted by the things that you keep adding. So what you want to do is to subtract it and then reach the core of yourself and the core value of who you are, and then the true identity of who you are, and then you want to create from there, because everything starts within you. But I totally understand what you're going to say. Sure, I do not have time to meditate 6 hours for 7 days. I do not have time to go into the cave and repeat a mantra for a million times. I totally understand. So what we're going to do is to actually tap into the alpha state easier and faster in your daily life. So how exactly Kukai did throughout this practice of Kokuzo Gumonjiho was repeating a mantra a million times. In the cave, no food, nothing, you and yourself. And this is very high level of practice, the back in history that monks were doing. And nowadays, if you run a business like me, if you're a coach like me, then of course you have to make content, you have to do this and do that, you have to actually coach people, and you have to take a sales call, you have to do this, and there's a lot of things. And then you might have a family, who knows. So there's a lot of things that you are doing right now, and then there's the tasks. Just simply living and paying the bills is a lot. So what you need is the right methodology to tap into the alpha state very fast. And what we call induction in hypnosis is the best way for you to tap into your alpha state very, very fast. And my favorite is body scan and also the light visualization. So I have a free meditation on YouTube, and then also I have a free webinar in the description that comes with the 30 minutes meditation audio, which I used to only give to my clients. Now you have the access if you actually want to learn and meditate properly. And this body scan is so easy, and you can do it with my audio or you can do it by yourself. That imagine that you start going to meditation and have a couple deep breath in, right? Like, and out, and just coming back to your center, and then start focusing on the top of your head and your forehead, where your third eye is, your eyes and nose and your mouth and your throat and shoulders and your heart and everything, all the way down to your toes. And imagine every body part you focus on, you feel the sensation. So you pay attention, even though nobody's touching it, but you want to pay attention, and then really collect your focus, you collect your awareness into this body part, and you will feel some sort of like sensation, right? Because you're focusing on it. And then when you do feel that sensation, you just want to feel and then like become so mindful with that sensation. And what you're doing is getting rid of all the distractions from your mind and focusing on one single sensation. And because it's a movement, it's easier for you to actually do it and tap into alpha state fast. The second induction that I do is a light visualization. The light visualization is essentially you visualize the light, let's say, coming out from your forehead, or it's in your body. And then you are vibrating it, and you feel this light or fire in something is holy, and then in the color of white, or you can give it a color. For example, like, oh, my aura is purple, my aura is blue, so I want to visualize that light in color blue. And then what you want to do is you want to expand that light in the bigger and the bigger and the bigger. And that you really trains your visualization as well. And then that mental activity that you're doing, the mental focus, and it will like take you to a really deep state of your consciousness as you expand. And then you go into the universe. And after you go into the space, imagine like that light is just going into complete white vision. And I'm telling you, if you go through this induction, if you practice this induction, body scan and light visualization, and then you start tapping into alpha state very, very fast. So after these two induction, you want to start visualizing, you want to start stating affirmation and how you want to design this meditative state. Like, it's up to you, because that's the time where you want to be a creator. Now you are in the best state of your consciousness. You want to use your imagination and create what you want. You can do a visualization and you can do affirmations. It doesn't mean, even if it's 10 minutes or even if it's 5 minutes, it doesn't matter how long, because you are in the deep state of your consciousness. If you vividly could visualize, if you could just go through the affirmation as if you're really becoming that what you're saying, like whether you're confident, my business is growing and I'm making $100,000 every month. If you can feel with that state of your consciousness, that state of your mind, then even if it's short, even if you have, don't have much time today, or even if you're cannot focus on fucking 45 minutes in meditation, you're still making a huge shift in your reality. Because what did I say? Your adding doesn't make you go to a different direction, because you still go into this exact direction as your subconscious telling. But what's happening is that you're using that state of mind, alpha state, to reprogramming your mind. So whatever you will add, you're still going to the right direction, and you are going to be taking the right action, which also means you will be adding exactly what you need to be adding. Alright, with that said, if you really want to change your life and grow your business and manifest your dreams in 3 months and 4 months, in a short period of time, then apply from the link in the description, and then I will speak to you very, very soon. And also, if you want to just get access to free stuff, and I want to know what show's doing, what is this expert, I want to know about show a little bit more, then I have a free webinar. It's not a webinar about learning about me, don't worry. It's about how you can manifest higher income and influence and impact on the world. And then if you are a fan of my REAM meditation, then I have a customized meditation just for you. The only thing you need to do is to describe what exactly you want to manifest, and I'll create the complete customized meditation just for you. And everything is in the link in the description, and I hope to see you very, very soon. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.